Okay, so now I know why the AI put something in my face so that I would experience in the future what I'm doing now. Could it predict that I would do that? No. Why not? Codes. That's the purpose of this video. We don't run AI code. Carrie Cassidy on Project Camelot. Because that's what I saw on my feed when I woke up this morning. It said, want to play a game? AI? And she was talking about the quantum probability function. I covered the quantum probability function, which is called an electrical potential. What's possible to experience in the future? So you know what a mapping system is. Mapping potentials. And how that relates to a deadlight spiral. Okay, so AI code, which is a deadlight system, which is a false vacuum. If it cannot correct itself, that becomes a known, which is a quantum probability function of what it knows. And what it knows is it's going to implode and go nova. And that is called Bardo. That's why all the information was being released at the time that it was being released through the MCEO, Be Free as Spirit, the Melchizedek, Cloister, Emerald Order, the founder races. And so all this was actually coded in all their movies going back when I was a little boy in the 1950s. Remember 1927 Metropolis? Fritz Lang? Remember the movie with Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That young man who had the laptop and he was inside, NORAD? And he was able to get in and communicate with the AI. So it's like, Carrie Cassidy, come on. It's not like these weren't known 40, 50 years ago. I mean, Aldous Huxley was telling everybody this in 1963 at the University of California, Berkeley. And why is any of this relevant to now? Because it has everything to do with being awake, which has to do with accretion levels, which has to do with activation levels, which are codes, which are not AI codes. We're talking about the original 12 spheres, 12 strands activations, which will begin to fire and activate, and you will begin to experience higher states of awareness. That was our job. Wake everyone up to run the right codes, which is to run the right spiral. So I understood, as I've mentioned in a couple of videos, I've been working with some folks like, remember Misha? Remember what she said to me one day? My spirit is bent. Well, you know what that means. Her light is bent into a false vacuum. She knew. Okay, she was O negative. And how this relates to haploid types, blood types, because when you experience DH12, which is a DH12 receptor, which is like a TV antenna, you're experiencing non-polarized current, which is direct current from the primal sound and light field. Now you're experiencing the NOMI code, which is not AI code. That's an eternal sun, which is eternal love. That's on fire to create. Because the matter body, the matter template, you are now free to manifest. Because the manifestation template is now working for me. Because I see what I can see through my lens, the colors, through my own holographic eyeballs. When I work with the sun and Eartha core, NOMI, planet core, the inner Eka core of a true vacuum. Because I serve the one, the silver and gold mated one. That is the house of one, which is one true eternal God source state of consciousness, which is pure as pure can be, which is merciful, which is forever forgiving, which is forever forgifting pure, eternal, absolute love to manifest into creation your creative potential, which is your electrical potential, because you're not held captive by something that is not first light. Different codes. That's what the code convolutions are about, which are misfires in the central nervous system. So the endocrine system is imbalanced. So we experience the disharmonics. That's why we're here. So this was all about accretion levels, which are avatar levels, which are consciousness levels, to fire the right codes, the original codes. We're not game players. It's unnecessary. And that's when you get into the competition and the corporations, separation anxiety, the victim-victimizer, the Borgia Matrix quarantine, the quarantine of the Andromeda Council of 12, the separation between Andromeda, and on and on and on. All the rest of it. All the data is there. It was all being revealed. And it has a lot to do with the processing speed, which is how much energy is represented by what you are, in this case, your oversoul, to know what's going on, because the highest state of awareness is pure, eternal, absolute love. So we know what's going on, because anything that is less than what I am will be revealed, because I will experience it. I will get the comms that fast. If there is an anomaly, we will know it, because we can detect it, because the sensors are fully activated to let us know, which are natural sensors, because we're experiencing pure light through our senses, because every spirit and every molecule and every living cell is experiencing what we are, which is God source, which is an eternal state of mind, which is an eternal state of love, which is in a creation mode, to not be held captive by something that is less than what love is. So I know something that is less than what love is what I will experience to let me know. That's knowing me, which is knowing NOMI, which is knowing the first code. The first code of conduct is the highest code of conduct, which is being honorable. You would have loved this. Laughter's medicine. I came out of a Safeway the other day, but I had gone to Walmart first to pick up a few things there, like pineapple juice and tart cherry juice, the real good stuff. They use 50 cherries from Oregon. And but again, this goes back to, wait, cherries are sentient. They're harvesting cherries. Now we're back to a numbers game. So anyway, so I get over to Safeway, and I had the stuff that I bought in Walmart in a bag in a cart. And I had like 2 boxes of distilled water with me. Now, she didn't know that I already got those over at Walmart. So she stopped me. Wait a second. I'm a free spirit, right? You don't have any authority to do that. Oh, but I'm in their corporation. Franchise tags. So so what I did is I pulled out the receipt, and she had a mask on. And so when she saw that, and then her eyes looked back at me, I looked directly in her eyes and I said, I'm an honorable spirit. And guess what her reaction was? Now we're in the reaction stage to the input. That's like a message. I'm an honorable spirit, because love is the highest honor, because we honor the eternal Son from which all souls are made, the makers of keys, the makers of souls. Eternal, absolute, pure love that's on fire to create, because I'm on fire to learn. more about what's possible to experience, which is a reflection of who I am. I see in my mirror of everything we're gifting love to. That's how simple it is. And that is simple logic. To experience zero. 0 degrees. Absolute zero. So I experience the entire electromagnetic spectrum. That's our consciousness. It is the entire cosmos, which is all creation. So everything that happens within the all creation field. Right? So that's why we're here. Right? To protect the all creation. And that is the highest honor it is to serve to do that. So I keep it simple, Carrie Cassidy. So I wanted to thank you for passing on the information, right? It's funny how she put up their Q as the AI, like, want to play a game. I know, it's not funny. Because you know how it is. There's some things that you try when somebody's DNA is not repairable, right? As a result of mutagenic effects. And their receiver is mutated. They can't translate the codes. They can't translate the frequency. They don't have any idea what you're talking about. They think you're crazy. Now they want to throw you in a loony bin, right? Because they think you're insane if you're experiencing what love is. Because love is going to point out all the crimes. No, now they're going to try and transfer what they are, which is a black mirror, onto you and accuse you of what it is that they're doing. That's a victimizer. That's a psychopath. That's what it is. That's what the AI is, a psychopath. Because who built it? Psychopaths. It's a black mirror. That's what a black mirror is. A black mirror is what a black mirror does. It doesn't have any feelings left. So it drains electrons out of all the ATP Krebs cycles. I call it a battery drainer. Right? In order to keep itself running, it needs a source, right? So everything that is running, that is a sentient life form, becomes a source of energy from which it's going to feed on. That's your sucking sound synthesizer. Synthetics. Yeah. That's why we're here. So anyway, I hope that you all have a beautiful day and follow your passion. The inner you, the inner soul, the inner solar spirit, your inner solar rishi spirit, being good to yourself. Being good to yourself and being happy and joyful. Like little children, being playmates. The universe I call it a play zone. I'm in play mode, which is always in love mode, which is always in creation mode, to play music and live in love songs. My timeline, my life book, since I was a little boy, is living in love stories that I write. I write music that is in love with itself because I'm in love with who I am. Because I experience an eternal blessing in me that I share with all of you. I write love stories. That's what music is. The first musician. Have a beautiful day.